Welcome in, everybody, to Fantasy Pros MLB. This is the Q&A live stream. It is me, Joey P. Joe Pisapia. With me, of course, is the Welsh, and it's all of you, the Peanuts and the Cracker Jacks, hanging out here, talking some ball. The arms race of young arms was on display today at 2 o'clock. Both pitchers are out of the game. Jacob Misiorowski gets the win between him and Paul Skeens. Skeens' worst outing of his career. One might even say. I don't know if that's officially the worst outing or the shortest outing. It was bad.
Because, yeah, this is worse. And it's been, and by the way, you know how the world works. It has now been decided. Jacob Misiorowski is now the king of baseball. Paul Skeens has now been relegated. That's just how it is. I picked the wrong 8 strikeout pitcher. Paul Skeens behind. Jacob Misiorowski now gets the rights to Livy Dunn and future Cy Young Award winners.
I didn't know that was on the line. That's a whole. No wonder he was.
That's how it works.
But Misiorowski looks sharp. The Pirates are a hot mess, and good for the Brewers. I'm glad I bet them when they were plus 650 to win that division, because I'm sure after today, let's say there were 2.5 going into today. So we'll see what happens tonight, but certainly a lot of baseball to talk about. But we're here to take your questions. And of course, if you got a super chat, drop it and you will go right to the top of the line. That's right. Send us your super chats and we will get your question in priority. So love that our usual suspects are here today. I see Big Dance. I see Joey Navarro. I see Van Rod. Yeah, fun afternoon of baseball. We got more baseball coming up. Max Scherzer making his start today too. We got a lot of big-time pitchers on the mound. Max Fried's going today. So
a lot of big-time pitchers and trashy Zack Gallen. Maybe one of the worst, but worst qualified ERA in baseball. Still stinks. I, as a human, like Zack Gallen. As a baseball person, leave him in Chicago. Just let him fend for himself. Just if you can find a team, if you can find someone that'll pay your money, you can go there. Leave him in Chicago. He's given up 5 earned runs or 4, whatever it was, to the White Sox. It's not good. All these great pitchers and Zack Gallen.
Well, you know, can't all be perfect. Let's go to Mitch. Would you drop Stanton to activate Austin Hayes? Welsh, that's where we start today.
That's the question we start with.
Well, I mean, look, they all can't be bangers. You know, I mean,
this one's not. This is the Zack Gallen of questions. No offense to you, Mitch. It was totally fine, but of the question. It's fine.
He was first, so I wanted to give him the first. You know, they wait in the chat for us. They're very excited for the show. I just want to reward that.
You know what? I appreciate that, but I'm looking. It's definitely not the first question, though. So
I'm like the Bernie Sanders of, you know.
The Big Dance had the very first question.
The top 1%, everybody super chats, and now look what you got here. You know, we got poor Mitch who's been waiting here on his lunch break trying to ask a question.
You're like a politician. You're lying. He's not even the first question. The first question was from the Big Dance.
Up for me. Why don't you just answer it?
Yeah, sure. I have nothing.
Go to your dance competition.
I'm out of here, dude. Seriously.
Do you have a Dance Dad shirt too that you wear?
You know what? 100% I do. But my wife, my wife, she had them make, because I, you know, like working out and stuff like that and whatever. The shirt is so small. I was like, what were you thinking? I legitimately think it was like a large. I'm a big human being.
You're a big guy.
I have rarely ever fit into a large. I was like, oh, that's a cool shirt. I'll never wear it. So I guess I have it in my closet. So, but
you do. You cut the sleeves off and you just wear it, you know, guns out style.
I could maybe, put it around one leg. It's too
Austin Hayes. You want to activate him for Stanton?
I don't care about Stanton.
You want to drop Stanton?
I'm fine to drop Stanton for Hayes. A little bit of stolen base equity, batting average is there. Sure.
All right, let's go to Jimbo. Which side do you take in the keeper league? 20 team can only keep 5 each year. Carroll, Stanton, Vest, or Webb. Soriano, Mason Miller, or Rosarena. So we can only keep 5. Well, I'm not keeping Stanton. So,
well, like he's just trying to be like, I think this is it worth trading Carroll to get Webb and Soriano and Mason Miller? All this is, he wrapped this up in is it worth trading Carroll for a bunch of rent pieces? And I'd say no, like that.
Well, I just don't understand it depends on what the other pieces are.
Well, no, those are the pieces. It's Carroll, Stanton, and Vest, and then you trade away and you're getting Webb, Soriano, Mason Miller, or Rosarena. So we don't know his other keepers, but he's essentially saying, should I trade away Corbin Carroll, who's hurt, to get Webb, Mason Miller, or Rosarena in a super big 20-team league? And he would probably keep Webb, I'd imagine, and maybe Miller. I'm just not doing that type of stuff. I get it. You want to win. I'm not trading Carroll for that in a keeper. But I know 20 teams are different.
I mean, Webb is a huge huge difference maker.
I think I'll be honest with you. I think one of my biggest struggles is in 20 plus leagues. 20 plus leagues is my biggest struggle because people, I totally understand depth and how important depth becomes. But every question ever is, should I trade this awesome keeper piece? Yes, he's top 15, but I could get 3 pieces that are not even top 50, and everybody, and I can't come to terms with that. So I think I might.
20-team leagues are just no fun too. There's no replacement value on the waiver wire. Trades are damn near impossible. Yep. And then on top of it, once you have 2 players get hurt, that's it. I know, because I was in that team that you took over for me with Scott White.
It's my world. You're talking about my world.
That was my world for like 5-6 years, and I went, and I was one of the OGs in that league. I was there when it started, so I was a startup team in that league, and I was in it for like 5 or 6 seasons. And I said, this is just not fun.
It's
I'm
not
all for like a deep league, but this is just not fun.
It's not my format, because you're right. You lose one. I was like top 5 team, and then Glasnow went down, and I've struggled. And also, the trades are the worst trades you've ever seen in the history of trades, because, and the auction's involved, so it's a little bit different, but everybody wants to do something like, well, I'll give you like, Will Vest and da-da-da for Corbin Carroll because he's hurt. And it's like the justification. I hate that type of stuff. And I have Corbin Carroll in that league as well. I have Corbin Carroll, Bobby Witt Jr., Shohei Ohtani, and it's like one player knocks you out of that. So I just wanted to let people know, I personally think I struggle a little bit with those giant leagues, but I look at Carroll. I get that you're getting 4 pieces that make sense, but you're giving away a top 5.
If it guarantees you a victory and there's money on the line, do it. Because like you said, who knows what Carroll is when he comes back with the wrist and all the other issues. No. But only if it's a guaranteed victory, you think this is a slam dunk. I'm the best team already. Chris Dittmer, super chat, top of the line. I have Flaherty, Bubic, Suarez, Schwelly, and Luzardo. Which one should I trade? I have Henderson in NA and Heel on IL. Well, I would not be looking at either of those guys as solutions right away. So I'm not trading any of these guys to make room for any of those guys, first of all. But if I was going to trade one of them, it would be Flaherty or Bubic. Those were the 2 that I would go for. How about you, Welsh?
I don't think Flaherty has a lot of trade value right now.
I think Luzardo is the one you could see a little bit of regression recently.
Maybe Bubic. Yeah, I would consider Bubic. Maybe Ranger Suarez. Luis Heel would be great when he comes back, but that's probably what I would look at.
Who would be a better politician, you or me? Clearly me. This is not even close. You are way too hot-headed for politics.
Yeah, but I think I would. So this is a tough one because I used to work in political radio for a long time, but also like I know how to dig. I think Joe would be the better politician, but I think I would get some people riled up. I think I would I'd have a little following.
Too many scandals for the Welsh.
I have no scandals. I probably have the least amount of scandals of anybody. Joe's definitely got more scandals than me.
Well,
Crooked Joe with all of his scandals wants to tell you there's not. He goes, ooh, Shohei Ohtani shouldn't pitch.
I'm Sleepy Joe right now. Let me tell you, I need a nap. Slayer, would you trade Wheeler for Gunnar Henderson?
Yeah, I guess in the context of needing hitting and being really good at pitching, probably. Henderson's underperformed a little bit. But
I would not. I want Wheeler. I think in a vacuum he's the better asset, but that's just me.
Yeah, maybe.
Jerry Nelson, more Bubic stuff. Should we trade Bubic now that he's getting to the most innings ever pitched? Yes, this is the time. Now is the time. There's a lot of teams that need pitching. This is when I would be shopping Bubic because you've seen a little regression, and that would make sense. Claude, Kurtz, or Caglianone season. I'm going Kurtz here. He's got already a head start there.
Yeah, I'm fine. I think Kurtz batting average a little, the ballpark and stuff. I'll go with Kurtz over Cags.
What happens first, Brandon Woodruff quality start or a Yordan home run? Ooh, I'm going to go. That's a really good question. I'm going to go Woodruff quality start. I don't think we see Yordan for a while.
Yeah, so like, let's say, a piece of a satellite doesn't fall from the sky and hurt Woodruff and he's out for 7 more weeks, or whatever freak incident's going to happen to him. Poke a voodoo doll or something. Dark Joe appears. Woodruff is in a start in like a week and a half. And then let's say he doesn't go quality there. He is legit shot within a week and a half to 2 weeks to like already be at this, where Yordan is like, he's over in the Pee Wee League. He's sitting off a tees. Yeah, he's not doing anything else. So I'm going to say quality start with Woodruff.
He's got to put he's putting shaving cream on his glove. Hardy hard. Joe's convincing Kaiser Trex reads make me lean Joey P. Yeah, I agree. Kaiser Trex could be for you.
See, like you would run like a closer, just, you can trust me. I would attack.
No.
I would attack. I would be good with the attacks.
I would be very plain speaking, and I think I would do very well in politics. I don't want to do it now. I did at one point, but not now.
You wanted to? What did you want to do? Did you want to run for something?
I think the world can be a better place when there's people who aren't complete morons running things, and I mean that just as a general facade. Like, I think maybe, just maybe, back in the day, when the founding fathers founded this country, Welsh, not to get all political for a second, it was a duty. It was duty that made you go to serve, and then you went back home and you were a farmer, or you were a lawyer, or you were, whatever the hell you were, and it was just something you did before it became a job. And I think once it became a profession that people did for 40 years, politics got out of hand.
You said duty.
I did say duty. There you go. All right, let's go to Stoney. So are you guys going to be higher on Gallon for Erod rest of season?
Erod. Done with Gallon.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe he gets traded and someone can figure something out. You know what? Send him to the Mets. Mets have done a good job with pitchers. Send him to the Marlins. He can go back to the Marlins. Gallon still has this beautiful, that knuckle curve he throws, and there's just signs of it. His fastball's dead. He doesn't know what to do with it. Erod is a problem, but at least he gets strikeouts. What's the redeeming quality except the past with Zack Gallen? There's nothing redeeming right now. So no, Erod.
That's a shame too. I mean, this guy was like Cy Young.
I loved Zack Gallen. That was my guy. But this is bad. Maybe he'll fix it. I'm not saying he's cooked forever or anything like that.
Into Patrick Corbin 2.0.
Yeah, but I mean, he has
Patrick
more
Corbin
than
once
two
upon
pitches.
a time was great for the Diamondbacks too. Once upon a time. There's always that pantheon of pitchers that, are once good and then just like Jordan Zimmerman. Remember him, where he just kind of
he had a year. Remember
really
Ian Kennedy had the 20-something win season, and then
just died.
Relief pitcher.
He just died off. Moose Mike, Dylan Cruz or Josh Lowe / Parker Meadows rest of season. 12-team redraft points. My IL is taxed, and I space. Sad face emoji.
An I space? Like MySpace?
I need space?
My IL is taxed and I space. What does that mean?
Ground control.
The Major Tom. Yeah. My IL is taxed and
My
I
rust
space.
is filled. I can't go on.
It was almost like a poetry, like a poetry slam.
Activated.
No, it's a poetry slam.
My rust is full.
My
this
IL
is ground control to Moose Man Mike.
And I space.
You've hit the wire hard.
Space.
Now you've got too many players on your team. And your fab's depleted as much as it seems. All right, where do you want to go? Dylan Cruz or Josh Lowe Parker? What do you want to do?
Josh Lowe.
I mean, Dylan Cruz. Is he even going to be back this year, bro? I'm gonna bro somebody. TK, Barger or Baez, third base. I miss Bregman dearly.
Barger.
Okay, there you go. Let's go to Michael. Good afternoon. I have questions. So I have Gallen on the team. He sucks.
Cut him.
There you go. Should I release or trade for Doritos? Have a great day. Best Dorito flavor is what, Welsh? They've got a lot of new ones now.
I know what you're. Oh, well, I don't know any of the new ones. Like Ranch, Cool Ranch is absolutely elite, and it is so good to balance off of the normal nacho. But nacho's the GOAT. It's the number one. It's the go-to. But there is nothing better. I love Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch is the one you balance off of. But dude, nacho.
Let's roll through this, right? Because there's a ton of them right now. Flavors. There's Golden Sriracha. I have not had that.
Never had
Chili
it.
Limon. Haven't had it, but I would try that one.
Never had it.
Sweet and tangy barbecue. I'll do that. That sounds good. I don't do any of the flaming hot things.
Joe, should we be doing a Dorito taste a chip challenge here? Get all of them.
I don't know the flaming hot stuff. Sweet spicy chili I have had and I do like.
The real quick
is
the spicy ones. They're kind of fake because if you ever done the nacho roulette, you think it's going to be bad and it never is. I would 100% do spicy though.
Did you have the throwback taco flavor ones in the old style bag?
No.
Those are pretty decent too. I've had those.
No, I don't. I've literally.
They've also got like a cheeseburger one. There's like a late night one. There's all kinds of different Doritos.
It's like Pringles.
Yeah. Oh, Doritos has gone that way.
Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, I mean, I'm just Nacho and Cool Ranch.
Cato Vegas. Does anyone think Yordan Alvarez has any value? I've been trying to potentially
Key to Vegas. Vegas.
K2. I am K2. Hello, on like fantasy baseball.
It's a new diet.
Key to Vegas. I don't know why.
That's what I would
do. Because the T
do.
wasn't capitalized. So it's not my fault.
I agree. You know what? I'm not blaming you. I don't think that's a blame game because I agree. It looks like it is one word. It just made me laugh.
We're in a very diverse society. I just thought the person's name was Cato. So whatever. Can you trade Yordan Alvarez?
What?
Not for much. But here is, would you sell him for peanuts on the dollar? Would you sell him for, I'm trying to think. Jordan Beck. Would you take Beck and get out for Alvarez?
Wait, you just Welshed of all time. That's one of the greatest Welshisms you just did. You said, would you sell him for peanuts on the dollar? That's the most Welshism that has ever been on this show. That's greater than I could do. Joe, all-timer.
Clearly, it's time for me to go to football now, everybody, full time. I've hung out with Welsh way too much.
You have hung out. I have rubbed off on you.
Oh, gross.
Peanuts on the dollar is an all-timer. My God. Seth, please clip that. No, I don't think you can sell him for peanuts on the dollar right now. I wouldn't.
Jordan
I would
Beck,
wait till
he take?
Who?
Jordan Beck?
No. Absolutely not.
I'm just trying to think of what the threshold is here.
No. You need to wait for him to come back a little bit and get closer. He's got to stop doing like little baby drills on tees and he has to start like doing live. Then I think that's a little bit better. I might even consider right as he comes back because of the injury history. But don't sell him for Jordan Beck, please.
Would you sell
that is peanuts on the dollar.
If somebody gave you Byron Buxton, would you take that?
Ooh.
Taylor Ward. Would you take that?
All back in on Buxton.
Oh, I can't. This is the 1 year you haven't been in on him. So the minute you're back in, he's going to get hurt, everyone.
He's going to.
Andy Pajes, last one. Pajes for Alvarez.
I might do that.
Pajes.
I don't know if I want to trade Pajes in it or Alvarez in any of this, but Pajes and Buxton are the good ones.
All right, let's go to Luis Pineda Jr.'s question here. Flores or Stowers, also considering Clement or Moniak.
Clement or Moniak. I might take Ernie Clement in that one. 310, 4 homers, 3 stolen bases, super low K percentage. He doesn't really help in the power department. I guess Flores. Look at that team context. If Flores gets to DH or play first and he's hitting between like Matt Chapman and Willie Adames and Rafael Devers, he's been an RBI monster. I think it's Flores overall, but I think Clement's right there too.
What about Flores and Stowers?
Well, Flores. I'll go Flores over Stowers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Harry's back here. How do you rank these starting pitchers? Williams, Burns, Lodolo, Warren, Perez, and Bailey Ober. Well, Ober is not even ranked. He's dead last, so we can leave him right where he is. I would move. Who do you want to put first? Do you want to put Burns first? But that's kind of.
I would go Lodolo.
What's he left in the tank innings wise this year?
Well, I think he can go 70, 80. Like he was a volume college pitcher. They didn't really use him last year to save him.
How many has he already thrown? He's already
60. 60. He's probably at near 70 now. So he's got like probably 60 left in the season. That's pretty decent second half. Maybe they push a little bit more. I'd say Lodolo. Let's go Lodolo, Perez, Burns, Warren, Gavin. Huge mile. More miles. Walk through trudging sludge, walk through burning coal, then Bailey Ober.
Robert Catania, Walker and Walker. What's your estimate for Scherzer's line tonight? Who was he pitching against tonight? Again,
it doesn't matter. I have the under.
It does.
It was the Guardians, I think.
Guardians. Okay, I'm gonna go 4 2/3 innings.
You're not doing it right. Get it. You're Walker. Get into Walker.
Max Scherzer, tonight on the mound, I will give you 4 2/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 earned runs, and a no decision for Max Scherzer. But Welsh has something to offer you too if you call this number now.
Walker and Walker is here for you. Don't be so optimistic because Max, he's getting that other colored eye knocked into the same colored eye as the other one. Yes, Max Scherzer is going to go 3 innings, give up 6 earned runs, strike out 2. He's getting knocked out. No Scherzer for Walker here.
Don't walk, run to call Walker and Walker now. Let us work for you.
By not having you pick up the other guy. All right.
I don't know if anybody lives in New Jersey, but there's a guy, the local commercials. They got them everywhere, obviously, But especially during the baseball games, there's always the local commercials. I assume Arizona's the same way, right? You got all the local commercials. There's a guy who does, like, I don't know, he's like a paver guy. He's the creepiest guy, and it's him and his sons. But he looks like a leprechaun. He's like this creepy old leathery man, and he's probably like 5 feet tall. And he talks like this, and he's just creeping me out. And he's been on my TV for years now, and I just hate it. I hate it so much.
I don't watch TV, so that's the problem. I don't watch
the
TV
baseball
anymore.
Games, the local commercials and the baseball
yeah, but I don't
games.
pay attention to any of that. What we get is on radio, and we've got one. I don't know if it becomes national or not because we got the Rafi guy.
Who's listening to the radio? What do you
the kids listen to music and stuff, dude. There's a station, and it's like a lawyer, but it's not even about lawyer. The guy just a rap song, and it is a full on song. It's like a 3-minute commercial. And they're not even talking about insurance. And it is like a full-on hip-hop song. It is I'm going to record it the next time. It's one of the craziest things on the planet. It's not even a commercial. But that's all that I consume anymore. So
yeah, it's the Cambridge Pavers guy. That's who he is. Cambridge Pavers, the Armor Tech. The commercial. I'm gonna see if I can find the commercial. I don't know. Can we show that? I don't know.
I don't think so. We've done a great bit. Yeah, Sean Rafi is the one that's out here, but there's one. It's Top Dog Law, and it's crazy. Someone go and search. Search Top Dog Law in Arizona. It's crazy, the songs. But Bogman and I did this a long time ago. Just type in, like, in Google or YouTube, like, the craziest lawyer commercials. I've seen straight out movies.
I found mine.
That some of these lawyers have done. But look up Top Dog Law.
I mean, this guy, like the Cambridge Pavers guy, and he wears this crazy shirt, and he's in the person's yard. It's very off-putting. Very off-putting. I don't know why we can't. We should be able to show it. We're not going to get dinged for that. We already did Kurtz at Caglianone. So let's do another one here. I drafted Gallon, Sandy, and Woodruff. Drop Gallon, and do I need therapy? Yes. Yes. All of the above.
I mean, therapy is here for, like, traumatic things. Like, your traumatic life moments, and that's what therapy is there to clear. Drafting those 3 is a close qualification to being like, hey, this is something that's going to carry me a long time. Listen, you don't want
a lesson from it too. I think the lesson is you went in there with 2 pitchers who you knew were going to be slow starts to the season. Woodruff and Sandy, regardless of how good Sandy looked in spring, you had to know it was going to be slow. Now you know it was going to be that bad. It was worse, and maybe you just do one of those guys instead of taking 2 next year in terms of, like, relying on them.
I don't do any of those guys, but also, like, you want to be careful. I would say, there's a lot of online therapy. We can try to be here for you. And you don't want all the past events to affect your future events. So you want to be careful that now you no longer take pitching because you are going to go into some traumatic state of, like, oh my God, Sandy, no changeup, no fastballs for Gallon. You don't want it to affect you too much. So yes, therapy is definitely suggested.
All right. Round 15, Hunter Brown, or round 23, Schwellenbach. Roto League with 10 keepers. Oof. I mean, 23 Schwellenbach. That's a big difference. If it was 15 and 19 or 15 and 18, I'd say Hunter Brown still. But 23 is a huge difference.
These are the type that don't matter. The round doesn't matter to me now. If it's post 10, it doesn't matter. Like,
I mean, I like Brown more personally.
Yeah, and then I think if you like Brown, who gives a crap if it's 15 or 23? They're both at the
You know what? Let me rephrase it. It's 10 teams, Hunter Brown.
Yeah, I want to say Schwellenbach.
You know why?
Pretty bad.
Because even so, there's so much supply for the demand. Just get the best guy. So now that I reread it again, it's only 10 teams.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I want to say Schwelly pretty bad, but by the way, look I changed my shirt. I didn't realize we're both wearing, like, yellow and black. We look like
got
we're
my Macho
winning.
Man shirt on today. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. You want to get better at the fantasy baseball league? Ooh, what you're gonna do is you're gonna download my playbook. Yeah. Ooh, that's the app. You sync your leagues for free. Yeah, that's what you do. You get lineup recommendations. That's what happens when you sync your leagues. And on top of that, you get the waiver assistance. You get the trade analyzer. You get all the tools to make you better at your fantasy baseball league. Yeah, dig it. Fantasy baseball is here on my playbook. FantasyPros.com/MLB my playbook. That's the thing to download. It's not too late. It's not too late. Sync your leagues for free. Seth was poking me about the ad read. I knew it was coming up at 25.
You know it was coming. Do you see what Ric Flair's been doing at bars lately? You see those
Poop
tweets?
Himself? Yeah. I saw that.
Do you see he responded? Actual... He responded to what's really.
I didn't poop in nowhere. Woo! You're just jealous of me. Y'all can't be first, but y'all can be next.
He's going down in a blaze of glory.
What? I mean, there was a part of me for a while that was like, oh, God, what a disgrace. And the other part of me was like, you know what? Ric Flair's got one life. It doesn't have much left in it. If this is what makes him happen, like, who's to say that's the wrong thing to do?
I mean, I think there's a lot of it that there's the wrong thing to do, but he is going out like Ric Flair.
Well,
you would
it's sad
think would
because
go
there
out.
was a moment in the Ric Flair, retirement tour in the last 10 years or so where it was like he had finally reached that like, oh,
he had a heart attack. He almost died, and then
he did. But even before that, it was beloved Ric Flair. He was a bad boy, but we love him, and he's grown old and all that stuff. And now he has just gone complete debauchery again, which is
it's rough,
crazy. Ryan, are we cutting Tyon or Patience? Cut him. If there's something better, cut him. Bye. I got zero time for Cubs pitchers. Kurtz or Paredes? Ooh, Paredes. I know what I'm getting with Paredes, as much as I love Kurtz. And Paredes is strong.
Yeah, Paredes
good.
Really
Luis Robert came out of the game today with hamstring tightness. That's going to be great.
People thought there might have been a trade because it was the first inning, but it was hamstring tightness, so not good.
Every time someone cries or leaves now.
Dude, could tell, by the way, hit one dead center right at the wall. I was in the middle of doing a recording, and I was like, oh, here's my homer. Three straight days. Right at the wall, it stopped. He almost got that homer back, but he did. So.
Neftali Diaz. I just flipped Drew Rasmussen and TJ Friedel, I believe you meant, not TJ Friend, for Josh Naylor. Good trade or no? I think theoretically very good trade, as long as Naylor health-wise is going to check out, which it seems.
He's back. He had a homer today. Crushed one.
He was back today?
Shot.
Okay.
Yep.
I was doing football shows before I got here, so I have no idea. I just started watching the baseball, and I was folding some laundry when I watched Mizorowski and Skeens a little bit. For like
Big bomb.
Tanner Scott or Daniel Palencia in category leagues?
Scott.
There you go.
Porter Hodges got activated. Ryan Presley was getting saved, so no.
Ozuna or Buxton?
Buxton's the answer to everything.
So is Palencia done in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think they're back to like they can do rotational stuff, and Presley was getting saved. I'm not super interested in Palencia.
Okay, I just didn't know like.
I'd have to look. I mean, to be fair, like I could be talking out my ass a little bit, and he just got the last like 2 saves, and I wasn't paying attention. But let's take a look here. Let's see.
Let's take a
sub 2 ERA, game log. If it wants to click on the game log, you sucker. All right. Yeah, he did get 2 saves in his last 3 outings since June 14th. But the last outing he did not. He gave up an earned run on the 21st. He has not pitched since the 21st after giving up those earned runs. Porter Hodge has been activated and Presley's out there. Like it's like these multiple teams that are running out these like streamy type of guys. I'm not massively interested in him, but also I can quickly answer it because I'll just take Scott. Like the Dodgers keep running him out.
All right, again, super chats. Go right to the front. Joe Navarro, our friend Joe. Trade Westberg, Chris Sanchez, Kirby, Taj Burns, and a third for Marte, Wheeler, and an 8th. None of them will be a keeper in 26. Other trade ideas help. All right, so trade Westberg, Christopher Sanchez, or I assume or Kirby. Is that what we're doing? Yeah,
the whole that has to be an or. So Taj or Burns and a third. You get Marte.
Yeah, this is really hard. So
let's do the game.
Your trade.
Yeah, this is the game that I do. So let's start cross-canceling.
Marte is obviously the best player in this deal, position player, clearly, over Westberg. So,
well, let's do
that's
this.
The win here.
Getting
Wheeler is better than Kirby or Sanchez. So that's and the 8th. I mean,
it's not Kirby and Sanchez. Nah, this is easy.
I'm trading Westberg. I'm trading Sanchez. I'm trading Taj, and I'm taking the other side of this deal.
What I do with these trades sometimes is what I was going to do is say, all right, take Marte and now take Westberg, and let's just say Burns. Would you trade Westberg and Burns to get Marte? Answer is yes. Then with Wheeler, would you trade Kirby and a 3rd round to get Wheeler? The answer is yes. And you're getting an 8th back. So this is
but I'd rather keep Kirby than Sanchez, right?
But I'm saying like
like the ideal move is Westberg, Sanchez, Taj, and if you can't get that done, then
Yeah, 100%. But I'm just saying, take the
win,
best pieces of it. It's still a win across the board. If none of those guys you're trading away are keepers, Wheeler and Cattell have to be in your keeper range. So yes, man.
Kevin, drop Taylor Wars for Profar. I think we mean Taylor Ward, but that's okay.
Yeah.
No more wars.
No war.
No more Taylor Wars.
No Taylor Wars. No tailored wars.
I mean, I don't believe in Taylor Ward. You got the best out of Taylor Ward already.
I don't believe in Taylor Wars either.
Today. I need help with Corbin replacement. Springer, Hayes, or Adolis Garcia. 12-team Cats. I mean, Springer is kind of like the default answer here.
I think it's Springer. Let me look at Adolis. Let's look where Adolis has been. He's hitting 233, 232, 9 homers, 7 stolen bases this month, 300 average this month. You know, power potential is just so enticing with Adolis. It's Springer or Adolis there.
Trevor with a question. Cam Smith or Westberg with Bregman out? I need third base help. I think Westberg probably is a little bit more of a floor, although Cam's been pretty good last couple weeks.
Yeah, like Westberg just came back. 229 since he's been back.
Well, Cam Smith has better numbers over the last week. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, 256 though. He's been hitting over the last week with 3 homers, or since he's been back in June.
Cam
so
Smith ride the hot hand.
I think they're pretty even. I'll go Westberg there.
Hardy Weiler Abreu or Chandler Simpson. I like Simpson. I want all those steals.
I will go Abreu, but if your need is stolen bases, it's a clear answer.
Need steals badly or dealing Witt for Ellie straight up. I can deal with that. Witt's been disappointing this year. He has not returned value, I don't think.
He's been down.
Our expectations.
Yeah, well, because he was like the consensus number 2 overall pick too. So yeah, you can do it.
Trevor also wants to know, do I want Adam Roman Anthony? No, just be patient. Look, if there's a bat on the waiver wire that can help you now and you're trying to compete, then do it. But otherwise, be patient. Or add that bat and just put Anthony on the bench and just try to be more patient than 2 weeks. I mean, the guy's been up for 2 weeks. It took Kurtz a couple weeks and he started hitting home runs like crazy. Then he got hurt and now he's back and he's hitting home runs again. Like, it's just, you have to practice patience. Roman Anthony's a really nice player. Like, I don't think Roman Anthony is the next Mike Trout, but I think he's a really nice player. From
10 team, I think you can just like move on. But if it's not, I would like patience.
Gallon droppable in a 12-team league.
Literally looking at him, 5 earned runs today, 2 homers against the White Sox. Absolutely. The worst qualified.
I had Gallon in our Fantasy Pros League when I started. He was one of the pitchers I got for like a buck or two in that league.
I thought he was going to bounce back, man. We're a full year removed off of the crazy playoff run, you know, getting those secondaries back.
For like 2 starts. Oh, look, O'Neal Cruz hustling down to first. That's nice to see. Yeah, he ran so hard his hat just fell off. His helmet just came off. Warriors, 12-team league that requires 2 center fielders. I had Carroll, PCA, and was loving life. Now, not so much. Is Simpson or DeLauder a better alternative rest of season in a points league redraft?
What's the question? What does he mean?
I guess the thing is, like, you want DeLauder or do you want Chandler Simpson?
Yeah, that didn't seem like what he was asking, though.
That's because Carroll's out. Like, that's the problem.
I would go with Simpson right now until DeLauder's
Simpson right now, but I would add DeLauder too if I could. And you got to do that now. That's what you got to do. Let's get to Ryan's question here.
Hi, Ryan.
I know rest of season rankings say Witt is greater than Ellie, but I need a steals guy. Witt for Ellie. We did this already. So, yes.
This is another version of that, yeah.
It's another version. Wow, it's weird. It's like an alternate timeline. Max Scherzer with picking up in a 12-team head-to-head over Edward. No, not over Cabrera. No way. Cabrera's been great.
No, sir.
Max Scherzer can go screw. Get out of here, Max Scherzer. Arjos 23, Cowser or Reynolds head-to-head rest of season.
I'm gonna immediately say Reynolds, but then I'm gonna go look up Colton Cowser. 211, 6 homers, strikeout rate, man, 32% we're already up to. He's kind of been struggling in June. He is hitting homers. I mean, Cowser has 5 of those 6 homers this month, clearly because of the missed time. But I think Reynolds is just still more of a consistent player. He ripped one off of Mizorowski today. Mizorowski was like 100 up, and Reynolds was just right on it. I'm going to go with Reynolds.
Andrew Dietz, what's going on with Freddie Freeman? The lack of power is concerning. I told you at the beginning of the year, guys, the body was breaking down. You saw it at the end of last year, the body was breaking down. That's it. I mean, he's 35 now, Freddie Freeman?
35, yeah.
This is what happens. Now that there's no amphetamines and there's no, HGH and there's no steroids and baseball.
What are you trying to say, Joe?
I'm saying is this is the normal guys aging into their mid to late 30s where they're no good anymore.
Well, okay. But hold up, like before you start doing all that, he's hitting 315. He's got 9 homers and almost 400 OBP. He hit 400 last month. He hit 300 in April.
Who was a 15 top overall pick. That's not.
Yeah, he's not returning
9 home runs and 315. I could have found that on the waiver wire this year.
Yeah, maybe he's not like in a return. I mean, dude, he's putting up like Jonathan Aranda numbers right now, so I don't disagree. But at the same time, though, let's not pretend like Freddie Freeman's not good. He's struggling this month after hitting like 350 across the last 2 months. Like he's still a good player, but you just don't see the impactful power as much. He's not stealing bases like he did 2 years ago, but he's still in the middle of a lineup where it's like 68 games. He has 41 runs and 41 RBI. So he's going to still be like a 90-90 guy with a 300 plus average and 20 homers. It's just, that's not a top 2 round player. I agree on that sense, but he's not garbage.
No, he's not bad, but like he's your cornerstone player.
That's why I wasn't drafting him. I mean, I didn't either. I was weird with first base this year. I was drafting a lot of Josh Naylor, but missed on Pete Alonso, but I also was not interested in Freeman.
Yeah, well, Alonso's always going to be streaky. By the way, everybody, if you're hanging out with us today, don't forget to like the stream right now. Stop what you're doing, like the stream, hit the like button, drop your comments below, subscribe to FantasyPros MLB, and you just might win this Cecil Fielder jersey from pristineauction.com. That's right. Cecil Fielder, Big Daddy Cess himself, throwback Tigres jersey here. Number 45. It comes in triple XL, I believe. You know what? I hope this jersey is either triple XL or an extra small. Like, I don't want it to be any other size.
Oh, like the shirt my wife got me for the dance studio?
Exactly.
Medium.
With just as much glitter and bedazzling.
That guy in a little coat.
Ring the bell till it goes ding so you don't miss a moment here on Fantasy Pros MLB, but also you can win this jersey. We're giving it away in the next 5 days. That's it. So, like the video. Drop your comments, subscribe to the channel, and hang out with us for all things fantasy baseball. Let's get to J-Poc's question. J-Poc says, hey, fellas, who's your favorite rookie hitter to surprise and get hot in the second half?
Why does he talk like what's his Harry Carey?
Hey! If the moon were made of green cheese, would you eat it? I know I would.
If Mike Trout were made of a hot dog, would you eat them? I would.
I like hot dogs. Hot dogs are delicious.
I love them.
That was such a great. I loved when Will Ferrell used to do the.
You know what I really appreciate? So I love people that the impression of them is better than like their personality. You know what I'm saying by that? Harry Carey's. The impression everyone has of him, it's so electric of like the version of he is. Like those people I think are those are icons to me. When like Christopher Walken's impression of him, those are iconic.
There was a MLB every now and then will show an older game, and there was an old Cubs game they were showing, and I was listening to Harry Carey, and oh my god, you could tell he was just hammered. It was just I think it was like the Ryan Sandberg game where he hit like all those home runs. And it was magical. It was just bad. Like bring this back. I want a crazy old bastard in the booth, half drunk, calling the games. That's what I want. Why can't I have that?
Joe, I'm actually in full right with you.
He's a professional.
We need to bring back.
Showed up there.
We need to bring back drunk announcers. Just let as they go. Like I want announcers to do the 9 and 9 challenge. I want them to like eat a hot dog and have a beer every inning and do the 9 and 9 challenge. I think
What's your favorite planet? Mine's the sun. All right, who's your favorite rookie hitter to surprise and get hot in the second half? Chase DeLauder. The Guardians need him. He's going to be up soon. That would be my fun surprise one that nobody's going to see coming except people who watch the show.
Rookie hitter to surprise and get. How about I'll throw this one at you? How about Dylan Cruz? How about Dylan Cruz pops back and just kind of gets going again? I'm gonna say Cruz is gonna be the choice for me.
Does Seth want me to say this stuff in the chat as like Harry Carey? Is that what he's pushing for?
I think that's what he might be doing. There's a Manny Ramirez one who I just saw last.
Hey, if the Predator promised he wouldn't kill all the other players, would you let him in the game?
Manny Ramirez looks like a lot like the Predator monster. Based on the size and strength, the Predator monster would probably be a pretty good ball player. The fear would be that he would kill all the other players. Hi.
So funny.
It's a pretty
all right, let's go to Neftali. Good pal Neftali Diaz. Is Clark Schmidt worth a keep or a sell right now? I would hold on to him. He's been solid.
Yeah, he falls in the range of like, I don't think the equity of what you get back and him staying in the rotation makes sense. So I would probably hold on. By the way, shout out to Adam Lee in here. I know we have a comment in here. Just wanted to point out, not a lot of like good Welsh love tweets, but or messages, but says the Welsh's enthusiasm for baseball is unmatched. Big Welsh fan. Then spells my name wrong, by the way. Make him MLB commissioner. No troll. The guy loves his stuff. More than welcome to put that comment on the screen, so I'm not making that up. Hey, the Welsh's enthusiasm for baseball is unmatched.
Infectious. Speaking of infectious, when I was in Detroit a couple weeks ago, I had a run-in with a gal there, and I think I might have picked up something.
I just want to thank Adam. That's a very nice comment I saw in the chat. As I'm about to go on a vacation, and I'm going to totally be dealing with that, like, when I'm not here syndrome, that I'm replaceable and I'm nothing and you guys don't miss me. Every single time. I miss one show, and I feel like that all the time. So that was a nice comment.
Why do you have imposter syndrome?
I have the worst imposter syndrome. I'm like, oh, nobody cares about me. Everything is better without me.
It doesn't mean no one cares about you just because you're replaceable. We're all replaceable.
Hi.
This is true. We are.
Hi. No, that's 100% true.
Would it be the same? No. Would it go on? Probably. You might as well just enjoy things. Enjoy your life. Enjoy what you got.
God, we're going to be therapy here? What are we doing?
Well, you said this was a therapy session, so I don't know. Maybe we are. I think it's the heat. My internet. Is it coming? Am I like really stilted and weird right now coming through? Because
it usually is, but you're great right now.
Okay, because right now my return is like weird, and I can't see like what's going on very well.
You look great, Joe. You're good enough. You're smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like you.
It's just an SNL day today.
Yeah.
Rafael Nunez, pick one. Jack Caglianone, Clement,
or Christ. Or Christ. Well,
he was on the IL for a couple days, but then
he's been on the IL for a little bit of time, but he's on the Brandon Woodruff IL right now, Joe. It's about 2,000 plus years that Christ has been on the IL. I hear he comes back in 3-day stints, though. I'll go with Christ, and then I'll go with Caglianone. It's pretty close. And then Clement. Oh, he's got some others in here. Let's see. Cags, Christian Moore was a real one. Beck, Frelick, Adele. Give me Cags, Adele.
So it was Christian Moore, right? It wasn't Christ.
It was, but it was Christ with a period.
The period is what threw me off.
And it was a super chat too. It was a super chat.
I know. I'm sorry, Raphael. I'm sorry. You spent money for this.
Sorry. Oh, I will go with Cags and Adele as the top. Christian Moore is like a third, but
I agree. Cags and Adele for me. Cags would probably be first though, but if you need immediate help, it's Adele. Since you have Roman Anthony, my guess is you need immediate help. So I would say then probably Adele right now.
The Romans or Christ?
I was gonna say yeah.
There's a battle. There's a battle there. We got.
This is definitely our last show.
Oh, this is the best. This is the best. I'm making sure. I'm making sure if I'm gone, everybody's gone with us.
I'm just taking the whole show with him. Just taking the whole show.
I'm taking it all with me.
Goodness gracious. The Big Dance wants to know, will Michael Harris draw a walk before Joey P leaves for football? No.
Ooh.
No, God, he has been awful.
He has been.
Would you say the worst return on ADP this year?
No, but it's like you have a lot of like. You have some I told you so's you like to throw out that I'll push back on. I cannot. I got to give you the Michael Harris one.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, I'll give you the Michael Harris one, like hardcore. You definitely deserve that one. You were very staunch about it. So
I was. All right, so let me take a look here. I'm looking at the ADP. Michael Harris was 49, so there's got to be somebody worse above him.
Yeah, I think there were some. It's not coming to my brain right now, but there definitely were some worse return on.
Right,
Ozzy Albies.
Stop me when you'd rather have Michael Harris. I'm gonna go upwards. Okay. Brent Rooker was 48. Jose Altuve, Clase, Langford, Blake Snell, Schwarber, Dylan Cease, O'Neill Cruz.
Blake Snell, but that one, you shouldn't even say that one for the IL. Okay. But keep going, sorry.
O'Neill Cruz, Cole Reagans, again, IL, Corey Seager, Pete Alonso, Chris Sale, Crochet, Corbin Burns, William Contreras.
No, I'd rather have William Contreras still.
Okay. Machado, Acuna, Devers, Logan Gilbert, Austin Riley. Maybe he is the biggest bust of the year. Because after this, it's Ketel Marte, Jazz Chisholm, Freddie Freeman, Trey Turner, Duran, Wheeler, Harper, Churio, Alvarez. Because he hasn't played.
So, but I'd rather have him when he's
injury. It's still Harris. He's the worst.
It's one of the worst. Like I said, Ozzy Albies and him.
The top 50, he's the worst. He's the worst.
He is pretty bad.
You're welcome, everybody. And nobody wants to hear me when I'm negative, but like I'm negative to be positive.
No, everybody has to hear you. Everybody, but Michael Harris, you're right.
Taylor Wars or James Woods. Now you're just trolling us. James Woods.
It's not a real question. That was a funny. That was just a funny. That was a funny.
I know. Let's go to Key to Vegas again. Cabrera or Sandy Alcantara rest of season. It's probably Sandy.
Well, Key to. It's Sandy. Sandy's been good.
Rooker or Kurtz from the Crypto Cyclist.
Crypto. Rooker.
I still don't understand crypto at all. I don't get it. Don't understand it. Never going to. I can't do it.
It's okay.
Who returns first, Sheehan or Henderson? Sheehan. The Dodgers are going to need more pitchers. They always need.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Sheehan.
Although I'm starting to feel like Glasnow will be back and Glasnow will be good, and that's pretty good. Oh, Mizrowski's first win, by the way. Outdueling Skeens. Skeens 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Not great. Mizrowski 5 innings, 2 hits, 0 earned, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. That's pretty great. I'm telling you, man, Brew Crew, they're like that team. They know how to flip the switch. They know how to win. They know what it takes. They got a great manager. They love Murphy. They love this guy.
I love Pat Murphy personally.
I do too. I think he's a terrific manager. And I think that was a tough loss for them last year in the playoffs to the Mets, and he is getting them to refocus, and I think that's really impressive. Skywalker, pick one. Taylor Wars, Profar, Cowser, Steer, Collins, Brian Reynolds, or Benintendi. Pick one. You only have one. Rest of season.
I kind of think it's Profar, to be honest with you, coming back.
Too.
But Reynolds is playing right now. But just give me like Profar.
Here, I found the Adam Lee quote here. I'll bring it up on the screen here.
Oh, look, I see it's real.
Well, you did spell your name right.
Well, no, it's coming.
Oh, the Welsh enthusiasm for baseball. Oh, the big Welch fan.
Welch fan, yep.
Well, maybe that's a term of endearment for you.
It's purple drink. Make him commissioner. I wouldn't want to be commissioner, but I very much appreciate
passionate
you, Adam.
about baseball, and it shows.
But I don't like the Hall of Fame and stuff, so I'm not passionate about that. So,
Chris Dittmer with a fun Harry Carey moment here. I'd cover myself in ketchup and mustard.
I'd be delicious. That'd be a pretty good thing for you and I to do. Like we could do the 9-9 challenge on a game, and we could be like announcing. Like again, if we would have to, if Twitch would maybe get that involved, where you could put the game up like that other service, that'd be great to have a game up, and we could like 9-9 challenge. What a stream that would be!
What a stream that would be! Drop Harris for Sheets, Adolis Garcia, or Cowser.
I would drop. I would for Adolis, like easy.
Adolis in a second. Yeah, that's a good.
Michael Harris stinks. He's not money Mike anymore.
Let's go to
Peanuts on the dollar for money.
Peanuts on the dollar. Joey P. and Welsh, happy hump day. Quick question for you guys. In a 12-team head-to-head category league, someone just dropped Soderstrom. Would it be worth dropping Goldie, Walker, or Robert for him? No.
Maybe Walker. Walker has been turning around
Robert
a little
will go
bit.
on the IL with the hamstring in 24 hours. They could just pick him up.
Yeah, I'm probably not like...
Wait one day.
Soderstrom's definitely cooled off. That's been a bummer.
Yeah, another one too, where nobody wanted to hear that. I'm like, he's got 9 home runs this month.
Yeah, but he's still good though. He's still good enough. Yeah, but he's not awful or anything. He's not cuddle. He's not okay. Listen, you were right about Kyron Paris, who's back. Tyler Soderstrom is almost hitting 260. He's got 14 homers, 5 stolen bases. Profile still looks good. Like Soderstrom is still a you hold on to player. I might pick him over Christian Walker here, but it's a toss up.
All right. I want to pull up Soderstrom because he had 9 or 10 home runs in April, which means he's had 5 home runs since April.
He's hitting 236 this month, not great. 241 last month. I mean, but it's not.
Okay,
I don't think we're in
30 games. His last 100 at bats. Let's take that as a sample. Is that fair?
Sure.
4 home runs. Okay, hitting 214 with a 359 slugging and a 336 OBP.
Yeah, but it's like Christian Walker. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think him and Christian Walker are in the same.
Christian Walker has a track record of being good.
Just not this year.
That's fine, but I'll take it. Can we get Joey P's best Dusty Rose impression for the next question? We can. We could do that. We're all back here. Oh, hard times here, baby. He's got a question here. Hardy times for 72. Didier Fuentes. I love me some Didier, baby. Ooh, that Didier is so good. 20-year-old Didier throws the ball so fast, daddy. He is so good. And Jack Leiter, he's a bad man, that Jack Leiter. Jack Leiter is no good at all, baby. I want to drop him like a hot potato, baby. I'm going to drop him right to the waiver wire, and I don't want to see his ass again. That's what I would say to Jack Leiter. Didier or Jack Leiter? Where do you want to go?
Good. This is a pretty good Dusty Rhodes. Not gonna lie. I couldn't think of what Dusty Rhodes sounded like, and then you did it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's 100%.
I've dined with kings and queens and eaten in alleys pork and beans.
You really thrive with lispy people. I just want to point that out. Like if they've got a lisp, you really can nail that.
I don't know why. Because I don't have a lisp, nor did I ever have
a lisp. I had braces as an adult, and it created kind of a little lisp, and I had to like work through it. So, but you're very good at it.
Or Jack Leiter. I guess Jack Leiter, but like, because I don't think Fuentes is going to make a lot of starts this year.
Yeah, I think it's Leiter, even though he's the worst player that's ever been.
You mean the most dropped player in CBS last week? You mean that guy?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Profar or Chandler Simpson from Jason? That's a good question.
Profar.
OPS
League too, but I mean, again, if all you care about is stolen bases, like Chandler Simpson, boom. So,
all right. Neftali also said somebody dropped Jack Flaherty in his league. I'm first to the waiver wire. Is he worth the claim? I'd say yes because you can't have enough pitching.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of other guys. Like if you're trying to wait out for prospects, like who would you really be waiting for? Bubba's just gone. He's trash now. So
sure. I think we did this one, or was this another?
We already did that one.
We did that one. Okay, sorry.
He did say it was a points league, by the way. I didn't see that before, but I'd still go Adolis.
All right. Van Rod has a question. She wants to know Edman, Burleson, Vargas, Baez, or Soderstrom for util in a 10-team points league. Burleson's been the hot one right now, but you know what? In all fairness, Vargas and Baez has come back to life a little bit. He was at a downturn, and he's been back to life. Vargas has been surprisingly good. I know you love Tommy Edman. It's anybody but Soderstrom for me. So I'll let you pick, as long as it's not Soderstrom.
I mean, Soderstrom in the short term with the points league, that's the problem. I would say it's probably Burleson is probably the pick there, but I wouldn't blame you. Who's Vargas? I can't process it. Oh my God, no, I'm good.
That happens to me sometimes. Like the person who put Soriano in a question, I'm like, Soriano, like.
Yeah, sometimes everybody's been putting Henderson.
My brain would,
Yeah, I've been going to Gunnar every time, but it's been Logan. I'll go Burleson on that one. Baez is close if you want to do that too.
Yeah. Should I attempt, from Kris, to get Bubic? I'm sorry, trade Bubic to get Kurtz. I don't mind this.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind this at all.
I like it.
All right, here's one. Kirk for Rutschman rest of season. Would you rather have Rutschman?
Well,
Rutschman's hurt right now.
Yeah, he's going to be out a little bit.
What's he?
I think it's like a month. I think it's probably post All-Star game is what they're talking about. So I'm going to go Kirk. Yeah.
Seth just let us know our boy Richard Fitz had a clean inning, which is nice.
It's good to keep
come out clean.
Your Richard clean.
That's right. Especially he's been on the shelf for a while.
Let's not make this the last show, though. Let's not actually make. I just realized that. Let's not make this the final show.
Bang. I mean, let's what we're gonna do here. Next week I'm not here for this because I'm going.
Fantasy Pros loves us, right?
It's you and Joe Rico. I think they do. I think the people love us. And if you love us, go drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Like the videos. Like do that stuff. I know.
Mention us. You love us. Yeah. Let them know.
Like it's not hard. People think that stuff doesn't matter. It really does.
Listen,
liking the streams, subscribing.
If 5 of you right now go and do a review and say how much you love us, it's like a get out of jail free card. If we push the limit, then we have a get out of jail free card. Everybody loves us.
Hey, people love us.
Yeah,
right.
So do that.
And if you hate us, don't drop a comment.
Oh, then
we just don't care.
Don't
care. Just change the channel. Profar or Donovan? Profar.
Ooh, but it's points league though, and Brandon Donovan has been kind of a monster. You know what? I'm going to say Brandon Donovan in that one for points league specifically. But Profar is super sneaky, and I think the moral of the story is to go and pick him up in any league that you can right now because we're not remembering how good he is because he's a fat cheater who cheated and got suspended.
All right, where does Mitch Keller go? Prediction time. Here we go.
Oh,
I think the Tigers need him in the worst way.
I'm going to say the Red Sox. Red Sox, I think they could.
Oh, yeah. Cutter Crawford, I saw out for the year now.
Yeah. They'll be like a broken relationship. They'll be like, I can fix him. And then they'll bring him in because they need some pitching depth. And I'm going to go. I think Seth said Cubs with Keller, but divisional, I think that's.
They're not going to trade him in the division.
Yeah, that's really tough.
See that happening. But you could see us every single Monday through Friday live on our Twitch, twitch.tv/fantasypros. That's the place to be. And don't forget to use my playbook, sync your leagues for free. Use the tools. Don't be a tool. Win all your leagues. use Fantasy Pros My Playbook. Go to fantasypros.com/MLB My Playbook, or just download the MLB My Playbook app for fantasy baseball wherever you get your apps from. And of course, drop your comments below, subscribe, like the stream, and in 5 days from now, that's right, you could be the winner of the Cecil Fielder jersey, autographed by Big Daddy Cecil himself from pristineauction.com. That'll do it for us, ladies and gentlemen, but the story of the game goes on. For Welsh, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Welsh is off to dance class.
Got a Rico tomorrow. No me.
That's right. A Rico tomorrow, a Rico Friday. Welsh is going to be doing jazz hands. It's going to be good times.
Dance the night away. Watch me dance.
Hey, if you want to be a dancer, you should just follow the Welsh.
I know I would.
Dancer.